What's up, YouTube? This is Cdog back with another Transformers review. This is on the Transformers Studio Series 29, Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. This is taking place from the Dread standoff with Ironhide. Ironhide's coming next. Maybe I could do a little comparison video, in the Ironhide video, But also want to remind you to check out my Twitter at Cdog Cdog for all lowercase, no spaces. Link will be in the description below. And to share with your friends. Check out my playlist. Go back a few years, I got all kinds of videos. And also to make sure to check out showzstore.com for all your official and third-party needs for the best competitive prices with no shipping costs to the U.S. Again, that's showzstore.com. Link will be in the description below. Alright, let's get to the figure, shall we? Checking out the packaging, see it's done by TakaraTomy, Transformers Generations. Moving down, you can also see it's got the Hasbro logo, ages 8 and up. Shows it's Dark of the Moon, Studio Series 29, Sideswipe. Shows he's an Autobot and has this really cool CGI image of him on the front. On the side, we get a Transformer Authentics, another CGI image. It looks really good, and then a cutout Autobot symbol at the top. On the opposite side, you get a more in-depth shot at his face. You can also see the Corvette symbol on his chest. Turning our attention to the back of the box, you see it transforms in 18 steps. You get the robot, you get the car, it says the Dread standoff. Sideswipe backs up Ironhide in a head-to-head against the Dreads. Panning down shows the cross cells, which is World War II Bumblebee, Clunker, Rusty Clunker Bumblebee, and Barricade from the 2007 movie. It shows the Dread standoff backdrop that comes in this packaging. You can also look there if you're looking for the figure. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. As always with Studio Series reviews, I show what the backdrop looks like. There's the Dread standoff backdrop with Sideswipe in front. So very cool. The only thing I don't like is that Generations sign up in the top. Alright, so figure out of the packaging. Let's check him out. So this figure is awesome. Right off the bat, I can gladly say that he's just awesome. We'll take a measurement right off the bat, as I like to do. Right. So we get him standing up as high as he can possibly stand. And he is 5 inches now. So and that's as high as he can stand. And he has also got the chicken legs, so there is that, but so we'll sink them down a little bit if you use those, because that's the intended use. And just to give you a comparison with the Studio Series 05 Voyager Optimus Prime, kind of give you an idea where they scale there. Just a rough idea. But there you go there. So that's with 05 Optimus Prime, which is actually a really cool figure. And I kind of dig it more than the second version, but I don't have the second version either yet. So, but as you notice, he is fully decked out with silver metallic paint on the entire bit of his car mode parts. So the armor for his chest, the doors, the back of him, which becomes his hood. You can see the bottom of his feet, which becomes his fenders. He's also got some gunmetal detailing painted up on his abs, and you can even see the Corvette symbol in two-tone paint. You got the orange and the, I guess, black. His head sculpt. We'll do a little close-up there for you. Let's get it straightened out there. So there's his head sculpt. Very nice. It's got some gunmetal and like a wash over it. Give it like a more war-torn look. The vibrant metallic blue eyes on top of like a light gray plastic, which is, as you can see, there's no more of that swirl plastic. They stopped using that a while ago, so that's nice. See, it's all polished. You got some gunmetal paint here on his shoulders, some paint here on his tires, a little bit, and then they use this kind of silver metallics for his upper thighs, and then the light gray for upper hips, I guess you'd call it. Not bad. You got a little red here for what's going to be the car mode. But I dig it. You get a little black here on the top of his head. Not bad. For articulation, he's got shoulders that go out. You can go around. This is on a ball joint itself. It's made really for transformation, and you're supposed to kind of keep them together. But I suppose you could maybe use it if you need to get things out of the way for the arm, but it will rotate front to back on that swivel, dual hinge basically. You get the 360-degree bicep swivel, 90-degree bend at the elbow, a little bit inward motion for the transformation on the fists. His head can look up, look down, tilt back and forth, and rotate 360 degrees if you need it to. It does have kind of light piping look on the back, but it's not light piped, obviously. We do have a waist swivel, but it's kind of encumbered by this. However, you do get some degree of motion. And you could probably unhinge all this and possibly make a picture, but you can go splits about that much. And he's got nice tight joints as well, I should mention, but back about that far. And then forward a good 90 degrees. That's just yeah, see? A little over. So that's good. You get upper thigh swivel, and then you get a hydraulic knee. See, it goes up in there, which is cool. It goes 90, and then you get another 90 here at the, I guess, chicken leg knee. You get not ankle tilts because they go the wrong way, but you do get movement there. And you can kind of move these around a little bit, which can give you kind of the same idea as like a foot rocker. However, if you notice, his ankles like this, had they engineered it where, if you notice, you put this up, let's just get this out of the way, swivel this around 180, and you could do this, I'm sure, yourselves, but go like this and like this. Now we have inside ankle rockers. So really you just have to fill that part or kind of remove it somehow, but I don't see any screws or anything to do that with. But you still get the same range, even more, because you can swivel up on the ball itself. And yeah, and you get ankle rocks. Like no problem. And they work pretty good too. Just like that. But that's not the case, so we're just going to put it back. And then we'll show you how to transform it pretty soon here. Alright, so he's got a couple of gimmicks. Well, you also have articulation. Let me get this all situated. This goes down on that hinge. This goes up. Alright, so you also have articulation in, let me get that to focus, but you have this on his bar. It hinges in that middle there. And then on that ball joint right here, it swivels and it has some motion. Pretty much get all kinds of nice little Corvette symbol right there. We'll check it out more later. But yeah, so I forgot what I was just gonna say. But anyways, yeah, he's pretty cool. So there's controversy whether you put him up like this or like this. And technically in the movie, you kind of had him like this, but it was kind of a little different than that, but more like this, but this would be up more. Kind of like that, but these would be up higher, like slide up, but that's not the way it works with this. But anyways, he does have weapons, so you have the swords, and there's little slots on the side of his hands, and there's slot tabs that you can slot swords in like that. So that could look good on both hands, of course. So that looks good. Definitely has cool style there. Like I said, Ironhide is on its way. So from Japan, I believe. My friend gets them, and then. But yeah, so he looks really good with the swords. And then, if you don't like swords, and you want to use the guns, you have two options. He has 5mm ports with open hands, kind of like they did in the Revenge of the Fallen days, and those are the ones I actually like. And you can peg them in like that, no problem. That's pretty cool. Dual barrel pistols, basically. And then he's also got a tab on the side that you can use in the same slot for all different kinds of ideas, but you can do that as well. Now, so yeah, pretty cool. He has a stand port right there. You can see it right there. It's a 3mm stand port for Tamashi stands or whatever. So pretty awesome, pretty awesome. So to transform him, we want to straighten him out, kind of like that. Make sure that the side swivel is straight. Locks in a certain area. There we go. Just like that. Make sure this is down. Okay. First thing you want to do is you want to go back here and you unpeg this. And what I mean by that is you just pull it back there. There's a little tab right there, and there's a slot. It's a translucent plastic, but it's right there. So when you're coming back up, you want to tab that in there. Just like that. That holds the whole thing together. But you want to undo that. And then what you do is you have a hinge right here. See, it lifts up. And you can lift this whole thing up. Rotate it 180 degrees. Just like that. Then you take this, pull that out. Alright, we're rocking there. Next, you want to go here. And rotate this 180 degrees. Like that. So now we got that. And then flat it. So just like that. So that's kind of the start. Next, these are kind of supposed to be like that, but like I said, they're made to move around. So anyways, you want to pull those up a little bit. And you want to start to pull the arms down, because they have these hinge parts. They slide down. Watch. Like that. There. Next, we're going to flip in the fists. Like this. Like that. You want to pull this up like these around, because these are going to be the doors. Alright, get these all the way down, making sure this comes down flat. Then you can kind of twist this sort of and work with it, which, not gonna lie, I forgot, I just did this too. Look at mine's broken. You can see right there, came broken. There's a little crack. You can see it right there. Where'd the light go? Yeah, right there. Anyways, alright, so you want to make sure these line up, and these are going to fit up in here. Alright, and the way you do that is you take this chest right here with that emblem. See, that's cool. Little Corvette emblem. And you flip the emblem up like that. And as you do it, you kind of fit these into this little area right up in here. Just like that. And you want these to be straight. These hinge sides, because then it gives you the room. Make sure both of them are. That'll give you the room to fit everything here up. Should give you the room. You're not screwing everything up. There we go. Just like that. And then you just have to use those. There's a pin that goes into that little kind of tab spot. It's not as hard as I'm making it. Can't move my elbows though. So let me do it this way. Get a little more room that way. And you just kind of fit that in there. Why is it giving me trouble? I don't know, but it's not too hard. Just like that. And it's a little bit troublesome, but not really. Only if you can't move very well. There we go. Just like that. Then, having these doors around, what you want to do next is you want to take those slots and you want to peg in these so that they become exhaust ports. And I think, let me see if it's this way, maybe. So that way, no, yeah, okay. Anyways, you want to do it like this. Like that. Like that. So when you come them up, you bring it up, kind of just, yeah, it does need to go. Yeah, I knew it. Like this, dude. There. So that way you fit it up there like that. Alright. So if that figured, and then you just kind of rotate that up. Reset this one up. Into that little slot. You can see the slot and you see the tab. Alright. That goes up in there like that. Next up, last but not least, we do the front. So the way this works is you split this and you rotate these kind of around each other so they meet. Same thing on this side. You rotate this down, flip that down inside like that. You can even peg them together. There's a hole in a peg. Alright, then you kind of want them to fit up like backwards. Then what you do is you use this hinge right here and you turn it all the way around like 180. Boom. Then you bring this down and you tab everything in. Make sure everything's right. Tab that in just like this and just like this. And I'll show you a cool technique of how to get the wheels to work good. But next you just want to kind of fit everything together. That will tab there. This tab's up in there. And this tab's up in there. And as you notice, it's a little bit missing something. Just like that. Everything's together. There. So what you do, which is really cool, is you take these, and there's a little kind of a slot right there, and a tab slot right there, and you tab that in first while you line up that pin between this key right there, and then afterwards you kind of get this one to go in. But the whole essential thing is to get it tabbed on the leg first. The leg being that thing. Oops. It's actually pretty easy. Once you do it, it's really not that bad. It lines together nicely. So again, tab like that. And then once you get everything together, it looks fantastic. So there is his car mode. This is Corvette from the 2011 movie. As you can see, it rolls nicely. And what's cool is when you jam everything together, have it all pegged together right, which I don't know what's going on there, but you can find ways to get them loose like that. If they're jammed together tight, you can just kind of pull it and then it brings it loose. Let's see if I can get an example. Well, they're all loose now, but very nice. You got an interior there, kind of like a silver plastic, I guess. And then steering wheel, you got the rear view mirrors. You can see the Corvette symbol on the front of the car. It's probably in 1/32 scale, if that. His weapons become dual exhausts, as well as side fenders. So, let's check out the scale with a Siege figure. That's Siege Sideswipe. Here is with Legendary Optimus Prime. They fit pretty well together. Let me know what you think of the review. You know, check out my Twitter, Cdog Cdog, all lowercase, no spaces. Link will be in the description below. Share with your friends. Check out my playlists and make sure to click on those notification bells. Check out showzstore.com and arrivederci. Peace, guys. That's a wrap. I'm out.